I am Star Bobatoon. I'm a public speaking and storytelling coach. We work with entrepreneurs who want to grow and scale their business by utilizing powerful, dynamic stories that help them capture the attention of their audience, create that emotional connection, which leads to more conversion. You know, I started out as a child actress. I was on stage, did plays, and at some point in my life, I muted my voice. I dimmed my light. And I spent 25 years sort of trying to find myself until I realized the thing that was missing in my life was my voice. I know what it's like to live this diluted life. And I feel that my greatest passion now is to help women, to help professionals, to help entrepreneurs illuminate their own light, to activate their own voices, and to be the stars that they were born to be. Storytelling is very important in business. Here's the deal. Regardless of the business that you are in, the business that you do, there are 1,000, maybe 10,000 people doing the exact same thing. But here's the deal. No one else has your story. No one has your story. And the second reason is because stories create connection. There is scientific evidence that shows that when people are in story listening mode, they feel a lot more affinity for you. And where they're feeling that emotional connection, they are more likely to buy again, and not even worry about the price. If you want to grow and scale a business, you have got to use stories. I remember when I first started working for a national training company, I was terrible. Out of 300 trainers, I was about 297. And I wanted to get better. And so I'm doing my trainings, and I'm telling you, I was so bad, people were asking for refunds. It's no lie, I was that bad. But then I started bringing more and more stories into my presentation, and it worked. People liked it. So I brought in more and more stories. I'm telling you, after the first year in that organization, I'd made it to the top 3. And the years after that, I was #1 in sales and in performance. And I believe it was all because I started integrating powerful, impactful stories. My favorite client service stories. And I've worked with a lot of clients, and I'm proud of a lot of the work that they've done. I'm proud of Pam, who ended up getting 4 times as many clients every time she speaks. I'm proud of Betsy. Betsy increased her sales by 30% even during hard times. But I gotta tell you, the story that I'm most proud of was when I did work for women in transition. Now these women, they've got some stories. They have been through some things. And I ended up working with a group of them to rewrite those stories, to make that story less about what they did wrong and what happened, and more about what they learned and how that could benefit others. And there was one woman in particular, we're gonna call her Janelle. When I started working for Janelle, her self-esteem was in the toilet. She just did not feel good about herself or what her future held. We started working on her story, on what she learned from that story, and I taught her how to stand with confidence, how to speak with clarity. The transformation was heartwarming. She ended up telling her story at a fundraiser. Can I just say, there was not a dry eye in the audience, and they raised more money that year than ever before. But of course, the most important part, the part that touches my heart, is that she walked away with a new kind of confidence and belief in what was possible for her. This is the power of story, and this is what I love about it. I believe that it is enthusiasm, right? To be enthused with the spirit. I love what I do. I do, and it comes out in everything I say, everything that I do. But here's the deal. I have a background as an actress. right? I've been on plays, I've been in television. I have spent years studying how to perform, how to, be on stage, how to engage an audience. And I use that in order to engage my audience, but also I have my legal background, right? So my brain kind of works in a very strategic way. You bring both of those together, I believe that is my special sauce. I once beat out Janet Jackson for the lead role in a TV show. Look, she already had the part. The contracts were already with her agent. I swooped in at the last minute and had an audition, and they gave the part to me. So there's a little fun fact. But hey, you see what that did to Janet's career. So if you see Janet with her Grammys and her MTV Awards, you just tell her she owes me. I have been doing diversity training for a resort, and they have, locations all over the country, even in Canada. And I'm doing these trainings, and I'm having a good time. And the client sent me a response from one of the participants. He said that he had never learned so much or laughed so much in a diversity training before. I love that, because if they're laughing and learning, then we know that what they're getting is going to stay with them and they're going to take action on it. And at the end of the day, that's what you want when you bring in a trainer. You just go to connectwithstar.com. That's it. Connectwithstar.com. That's going to give you access to all of my lovely links. Other than that, my name is Star Bobatoon on all the social media. I'm Star Bobatoon. My website is Star Bobatoon, and my email, star@starbobatoon. Well, I have a series of books called Star Points. Star Points are short motivational messages designed to uplift and empower. And they're called Star Points because, well, my name is Star, and I'm about to make a point. What I love about these Star Points is that they are used to motivate, to inspire. There are 60,000 thoughts that go through our head every single day, and most of them are not positive. They're not in our best interest. But reading those Star Points and sort of reflecting on them, that is going to put you in a good space so that you are having more positive thoughts in your life and in your day. And that book is full of stories. It shows you how you can use stories to make powerful points. This Star Point is called Don't Talk to Chickens. So if you have a goal or a dream, something that you want to accomplish, I'm going to invite you not to talk to chickens. Here's what I mean. You want to talk to people who are also pursuing their goals and their dreams, because those people will support you. I had a friend, her name was Shanda, and Shanda always wanted to be in a beauty pageant since she was a child. And one night, she's about 30 or so years old, she's flipping through the channels and she sees a beauty pageant. But these aren't, young people. These are mothers and people with wives. She was amazed. And that made her think, maybe she could fulfill that dream that she always had. And she runs to her mother and says, Mom, this is what I'm going to do. Her mama says, girl, shouldn't you have done that while you were younger? She was, disappointed, but that's okay. She went to her friends and says, I'm going to be in this pageant. And her friends laughed in her face until they realized she wasn't joking. And they said, who do you think you are? And she was spending all this time and energy trying to convince them that this was something good for her. But then she talked to one of her friends who was a coach, also going after her goals and her dreams, and her coach supported her. And she said, you cannot let those people talk you out of their dreams because they're not pursuing their dreams. In other words, don't talk to chickens. See, chickens spend all of their time looking at the ground, trying to see what they can get, but eagles, Eagles are up high. They are soaring and they are hanging out with other eagles. So if you want to accomplish your goals, your dreams, your desires, don't talk to chickens. That is your star point for today. And you can go to my YouTube channel and see the entire series of Star Point videos. Well, my partner and I have a program called the Master Storyteller Academy. And in this 3-day event, we take coaches, entrepreneurs, people in transitions, also professionals. We take them through 3 days where we help them discover their stories, develop those stories, and deliver those stories. And what I love about what we do is by the time you leave us, you don't have notes on how you can go home and figure out your story. You leave with your very powerful, very compelling story that you can use immediately to start marketing your business, to start marketing yourself for your next promotion. It's called the Master Storyteller Academy, and I would love for you to join us. What's next for me is to continue my journey in gratitude, to continue being a positive impact in the lives of others.